Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Budget Mum UK, and if it's your first time here, a very warm welcome to you, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for tuning in. In today's video I'm going to be focusing on how I use the cash envelope system. When I posted my last video I had some feedback that I should have showed a bit more information on the cash envelopes, so today that will be my emphasis. So each month I get various sources of income, and I sit and do my budget at least twice a month. So today, for instance, I got paid. So I've made a list of all my bills in my notebook, my monthly planner. It's also my weekly planner where I track all my expenses. But for the purposes of this video, I'll be sharing with you how I list my bills. So from my priority bills, the rent, the council tax, the water bills, down to the debt that I'm paying off. So this is what I do each month, at least twice a month. I also have a app on my phone called Fudget that's got a quick calculator on it. So I input all my income in there and then take away all the bills, and it shows me the balance, what I have left. So I use the zero-based budgeting system, which means I make sure that every pound and pence is accounted for. So for the purposes of the cash envelope system, what I do, as I said before, I put my bills all into a bills account. So I have various standing orders and direct debits set up for a separate bills account, and each month I sit down and make sure I've calculated the right amount of money to go into the bills account. And once I've done that, I'll take out a sum of money from the bank, and this is what I use for my cash envelope system. So today I've gone to the bank because I need to fill envelopes for the next couple of weeks. That will see me through for doing the food shopping, putting petrol in my car, any miscellaneous spendings, just in case someone has a birthday or I need to buy something for one of the children. All that money is in here. So apart from my bills and paying off my creditors today, I've budgeted that I'll need just under £500 to see me through for the next couple of weeks. So how I've broken it down is, first I have my groceries because we've all got to eat. So I'll count out £225 for the groceries. So it goes in here. This is my cash envelope because I tried the American paper cash envelope, but I found that carrying these around in my bag, when I had loose change or the notes, our British notes, just didn't fit in these envelopes. So I've went to Wilko's and I bought these plastic ones, and it means that I can keep the change in there and it doesn't roll out my bag. So I've accounted for £225 to feed me and my family over the next couple of weeks. So I'll just count that out now. So 20, 30, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20 and 5. So that goes in here. I've also got a ledger. So each time I go to the shops, instead of keeping all the receipts, I was keeping all the receipts, but I just found that I had too many. So this is something that I've introduced, whereby I'll just list what I've bought and then record the balance, so I can see exactly where I've been spending my money. So that's it for the groceries. Next I have my daughter's various expenses. Every month I have to budget a certain amount for my daughter who goes to secondary school. So I have to make sure that she's got lunch money, a bit of pocket money on the side, and I also have to pay for her to get her hair done each month. So in this envelope entitled Savannah, I'm going to put in a set amount. And I've amounted this month that I'm going to spend about, I have decided that I'm going to spend about £60 on Savannah. So here we go, 20, 40, 50, 60. Now I'm still using the American style envelope for Savannah because this doesn't really travel with me. It's something that stays in the home and I just access the money as and when I need it each month. So that's why I still use this one. So I just fold the money like that so that it actually fits in there. And that's her dealt with. Next, I've got my miscellaneous spending. As I mentioned, you know, things crop up all the time, so I might get invited somewhere, or the kids might need something that I didn't think we needed for the month. So that goes in the miscellaneous spending envelope. So for this month, I've accounted about £80, I think I'll spend. So here goes that. 20, 40, 60, 80. So that will go in here along with my miscellaneous ledger head, and each time I make a purchase using this money I will list it on here so that I know exactly what I've been spending my money on. And then lastly I've got petrol. I don't spend a lot on petrol because I commute a lot and I actually like walking. I like to drive just so that I can get to the shops, but a lot of the time I do it online. But on the odd occasion when I do go out, I do need to have petrol in the car. So I've accounted for £40 for petrol. So that will go in here. Oh, and I said lastly petrol, but no, I also have to make sure I've got a bit of money for myself. So normally I take my lunch and my breakfast to work because I don't like spending money outside. On the odd occasion I will go out for lunch with people, but I give myself a little personal allowance each week so that I've just got a bit of money in my purse just in case. And for the month I think I'm going to spend around £80. So that goes here. 20, 40, 60, 80. And again I've got my ledger so that every time I've make a purchase I will list down on here what I've spent my money on, and so that I can keep a track of it. And that's how I spend my cash envelopes. I also didn't mention that before I pay any bill, I make sure I put money in my emergency savings. That is something that I wasn't doing, but have taken that up in the recent months, because it's so important that we pay ourselves first before we start paying out bills. So make sure you do that. So I forgot to show you a bit more of a close-up of the ledger that I said I'm using, so hopefully you can see this more in focus now. So the purpose of the ledger is for me to track my expenditure. So say it was my personal allowance, you'll see that I've put that it's £80 allowance, and then here today I've put £20 in my purse, so the remaining balance is £60. And then so on. So I date the amount that I spend, the items that I've spent it on, and the balance at the end. So hopefully that gives you more of an idea on the ledger. In my next video I'm going to be talking about the debt snowball, because although so many people know about it, a lot of people don't know about it, and it is something that has helped me to find my way out of the debt burden. So there's the debt avalanche and the debt snowball. Both have pros and cons, but the debt snowball has definitely worked for me. So I'll be sharing a bit more of an explanation on how that works in my next video. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any other ways that you budget your money, please do share your tips with me, because as I said, I'm open to learning. This is a evolving journey for me, and I want to make sure I keep on track and keep financially savvy. Thank you so much for watching, and take care. See you.